The first battle between Wang Lin's deity and the clone after the fusion was really domineering. Relying only on the cultivation base in the late stage of the transformation of the gods, he could leapfrog and slay the ancestors of the snowy realm in the infant transformation period. When Wang Lin came outside the temple of Shiyu Kingdom, Li Yuanfeng's face suddenly changed. He never expected that Wang Lin was injured by his own artistic conception, and he had recovered in less than 2 years. And even his cultivation base had broken through to the late stage of transformation. But even so, Li Yuanfeng, relying on the cultivation base of the infant transformation period, still said viciously to Wang Lin, "If you take the initiative to come to the door today, then leave your life behind." Immediately afterwards, Li Yuanfeng's hands were imprinted, and a huge T mark moved towards Wang Lin. Wang Lin's fist hit the T mark in one place, and Li Yuanfeng's body seemed to be hit by a strange force, and he suddenly fell back more than 10 feet, which also showed more shock in his eyes. Upon seeing this, Wang Lin sneered and sneered. "Is this the strength of the infant transformation period?" Li Yuanfeng scolded angrily. "If it weren't for the old man's serious injury, how could you be so humiliated today? Even if the old man is at risk of falling from his cultivation base, he will definitely kill you." Immediately afterwards, pieces of crystal clear tea appeared all over Li Yuanfeng's body, and bursts of aroma exuded. When Wang Lin suffered from Li Yuanfeng's artistic conception tea marks before, an idea arose in his heart. That is, the infant transformation monk can make the artistic conception no longer illusory, but materialized. This is also the reason why Wang Lin can't wait to find Li Yuanfeng for the first battle. The purpose of revenge is only one, and the other purpose is to prepare for his own promotion. At his level, it is important to comprehend the way of heaven, but fighting with the infant monk can give yourself more insight. Afterwards, Wang Lin immediately dispersed the primordial spirits in the body of the ancient god, and a huge figure turned out, and he still held a picture of life and death in his hand. The scene was extremely terrifying. Such a strange scene stunned Li Yuanfeng. He had long heard that Wang Lin's artistic conception was the reincarnation of life and death. But at this moment, after seeing the giant's phantom, his heart couldn't help but shake. In fact, even Wang Lin didn't expect that the phantom of the ancient god could be combined with the artistic conception of the clone. Then, Wang Lin raised his hand and pointed, and the huge figure immediately blasted towards Li Yuanfeng. Li Yuanfeng didn't hesitate at all and shouted, "Team Mirror!" The T marks around him expanded rapidly and collided with the giant phantom. Almost in the blink of an eye, all those T marks were blown away, and the surrounding T realm disappeared without a trace. Li Yuanfeng coughed up blood and said in shock, "You are not in the late stage of transformation. Your artistic conception has actually reached a baby change." However, Wang Lin's state was not much better. He felt very weak, as if he had been taken out of time. The scrolls of life and death and huge shadows in the sky also slowly dissipated. At this moment, Li Yuan's expression was embarrassed, and under his gritted teeth, he sacrificed a pair of gleaming bronze bells. Wang Lin recognized this thing at a glance. This was the magic weapon that transformed into a man called Situ Nan back then. Immediately afterwards, 2 dry arms appeared from the bronze bell, and an extremely cold black mist exuded. These black mists turned into 2 more figures in a blink of an eye, and they rushed towards Wang Lin from left to right. Wang Lin snorted coldly. His previous cultivation base was in the middle of the transformation of the gods, and he had not merged with the deity. Naturally, he lost to this black broken arm, but at this moment he was not afraid at all, and directly waved his fists to meet him. With a loud bang, the 2 figures transformed into black mist, let out a stern scream, and the surrounding black mist seemed to be blown away by the wind, revealing 2 broken arms. Upon seeing this, Wang Lin immediately urged his spiritual power to turn into an iron chain to lock the broken arm. At the same time, he sacrificed the forbidden streamer and the soul streamer, and fell on the two broken arms to suppress them. Li Yuanfeng's face turned pale, and without saying a word, he began to flee towards the distant sky. How could Wang Lin let him go easily? At the speed of the ancient god's body, he came to Li Yuanfeng's approach in one step, and then blasted out with a punch. Li Yuanfeng coughed up blood, and his whole body fell from the sky and fell to the ground. At this moment, Li Yuanfeng's eyes were flushed, and a terrifying aura of destruction exuded from his body. He scolded angrily. Even if the old man is dead, he will pull you on the back. Wang Lin responded with a sneer. After you explode, I can completely tear the void and leave here. But the entire Shuyu kingdom will be buried for you, and all your people will be the ones on the back. After speaking, a void crack appeared behind Wang Lin, and he could leave at any time. After a while, Li Yuanfeng sighed deeply and gave up exploding. After all, he is from a snowy country and doesn't want to destroy his home with his own hands. Then he whispered, Zheng Niu, today is considered to be the defeat of the old man. But this matter has nothing to do with Shuyu Kingdom. You must not kill it all. If you can agree, then the old man is willing to let you deal with it. Next, Wang Lin extracted Li Yuanfeng's soul from his body and put it in a storage bag together with the suppressed two broken arms. Not only that, Wang Lin came to the sky of Shuyu Kingdom again and sent a voice to inform everyone. Since today, the Shuyu Kingdom will not allow the existence of monks above the transformation of gods, and will not allow the existence of any cultivation sect. Otherwise, he will come to the Shuyu Kingdom to retaliate. Subsequently, Wang Lin directly knocked down the cultivation base of all the god-transforming monks in Shuyu Kingdom to a state. After this battle, the news of Wang Lin's disappearance and reappearance quickly spread throughout Kazakhstan. Zheng Niu's name was also completely confirmed, becoming the first person below the infantile stage. And many people even believe that Zheng Niu's strength has now reached the infantile stage. After Wang Lin killed Li Yuanfeng, the ancestor of Shuyu, he took two broken arms that exuded black aura and entered the heavenly inverse space. Because Wang Lin had guessed before that the two broken arms were the physical bodies of Situ Nan back then. Sure enough, after Situ Nan's Yuan Ying noticed the appearance of the broken arm. A golden light spread out from the Yuan Ying, enveloping the broken arm, and the two broken arms also floated strangely, and finally merged with Situ Nan's Yuan Ying. Together, Wang Lin could clearly feel that Situ Nan's Yuan Ying was recovering an extremely fast speed, and she had slowly condensed from her translucent state, but she had not yet awakened. Upon seeing this, Wang Lin muttered to himself, since the broken arm can restore the Yuan Ying of Senior Situ, I just don't know if there are other fragments of flesh on this Sazaka star. According to the memory of Li Yuanfeng's soul, he also accidentally got two broken arms that year, and there were no other clues. Then Wang Lin shook his head slightly, left the heavenly inverse space, and decided to return to the soul refining sect. He returned to the soul refining sect this time, in order to borrow treasures from the ancestor of the sky escape, so that he could kill the ancestor of the troll clan and grab the immortal sword back. You must know that the ancestor of the troll is different from Li Yuanfeng. Li Yuanfeng forcibly ascended to the infant transformation with the help of Xinyu, while the ancestor of the troll achieved the infant transformation with the help of practice. Moreover, the fighting method of the troll clan is somewhat similar to that of the ancient gods. It is estimated that the ancestor of this troll has some connection with the ancient gods of that year. Therefore, Wang Lin was not very sure about the battle between the ancestor of the troll and the ancestor of the troll. A few days later, Wang Lin descended to the territory of the soul refining sect through the teleportation array. After a man in the incarnation period saw Wang Lin appear, he said very respectfully, in the next Wuyangtian, I have seen Xiaozong. Wang Lin was taken aback when he heard the word Shaozong and knew that it must be the ancestor of the escape heaven, who informed the high level of the soul-refining sect of his own affairs. So Wang Lin nodded and responded, Taoist friend Ouyang, I want to see the ancestor of escape from heaven. Ouyang Tian continued, Shaozong, the ancestor of the escape heaven, once said before the retreat, don't wake him up until you have to. Of course, the ancestor had also expected you to come here, and specially asked me to hand over 2 items to you. Wang Lin took the other party's storage bag and swept it away. His expression immediately became weird. Ouyang Tian continued to explain. Shaozong is the next successor, appointed by the ancestor of Dun Tian. He has been in the soul-refining sect for more than 700 years, and this is the first time he has seen the ancestor take out the illusory streamers. Wang Lin took a deep breath when he heard the words, and bowed deeply in the direction of the retreat to the sky. Then he nodded to Wuyangdian, stepped forward, and sat down on the refining soul peak. Wang Lin took out the jade chain of the 2 items, and Dun Tian had already made a detailed record of the troll clan's talent and supernatural powers on it. After reading Eugen's content, Wang Lin took out another illusory streamer, and there were bursts of roars like ghosts and wolves, as if to penetrate and devour the world. It's just that this illusory substreamer has only 1/3 of the power of the main streamer, and can only be used twice. But despite this, the value of the illusory division is still immeasurable. The moment Wang Lin grabbed the soul streamer, his primordial spirit extended from his body to the soul streamer, and a feeling of being in the Shura hell arose spontaneously. The sound of screams and grief turned into a violent impact and fell on Wang Lin. With his tyrannical body, there was a sense of separation of flesh and blood under this invisible impact. What shocked Wang Lin even more was that his primordial spirit also showed signs of imminent collapse. This brief impact made Wang Lin unable to bear it, enough to see how overbearing its power was. With the help of Master Yuntian, Wang Lin's grasp of defeating the ancestor of the troll was greatly improved. When Wang Lin made the perfect strategy, he came directly to the territory of the troll clan and spread the divine thoughts, shouting, Troll ancestor, get out of here! Soon this divine thought spread, overwhelming, and it was noticed by countless trolls in a blink of an eye. After a while, Hu appeared, showing a complicated look, and said, Zheng Yo, if you still think of me as a friend of Hu, just leave the troll clan quickly. Wang Lin stared at Hu and responded, I don't have many friends in my life. You Hu is one, but that's exactly what happened. I didn't directly kill the trolls. Let your troll ancestor return the flying sword to me. Let's talk about it. After thinking for a while, Hu said again, no one knows the place where the ancestor is in retreat, but you can open the Tongtian array of the troll clan to get in touch with the ancestor. After you get the immortal sword, leave. At the next moment, Hu and several troll elders began to cast spells and summoned 12 pillars of light. These pillars of light were located in the 4 directions of east, west, south, and north, forming a heavenly prison that enveloped the troll clan. And all the trolls sat down cross-legged, pinched their hands, and had words in their mouths. These 12 black pillars of light exuding a dark light. With the blessing of the troll tribe, the black light is getting stronger and stronger. A touch of sadness passed through Wang Lin's eyes. He didn't have many friends in his life, but he put Hu in his heart. And Hu also said to himself in his heart, Zheng Yo, I owe you this time, but as the young master and hope of the troll clan, I must bear this burden. The ancestor was in the Tongtian formation, and it was difficult to withstand 8 attacks. Your body is far less powerful than our trolls, and the possibility of survival is minimal. Immediately afterwards, Hu raised his hand and pointed, and 12 black beams of light instantly blasted towards Wang Lin. Wang Lin sighed softly. In that case, then we will be clear about it, and there will be no connection after that. When Hu urged the Tongtian formation to encircle Wang Lin. Wang Lin no longer cared about his previous friendship, and his body instantly turned into an ancient god giant more than 10 feet tall. Facing the menacing black light, Wang Lin staggered back, but he was unscathed. He raised his head to the sky with a long howl. All the surrounding black light dissipated, and the Tong Tian array of the trolls collapsed. And this is the horror of the three-star ancient god, the combination of the three-star ancient god and the monks in the late stage of the incarnation created an extremely powerful Wang Lin. Immediately afterwards, Wang Lin sacrificed the scroll of life and death, and countless ashes roared out and penetrated into the bodies of all the people of the troll clan. He said coldly to everyone, "From today on, there will be no monk yuanying in the troll clan. Anyone who wants to break through the fruiting period must obtain my consent. This is the punishment for you at this moment." Wang Lin's words are Tian Wei, which can determine the fate of the troll clan. However, under 1,000 feet of a plain to the north of the troll clan, the ancestor of the troll was meditating cross-legged here. His eyes were cold, and he said to himself, "Junior Wang Lin, let you be arrogant again, and it's not too late to kill you when the old man recovers from his injuries." At this moment, Su Ligua sprang out of the immortal sword and said, "Master, I can feel that the guy who killed 1,000 swords is here. He has a mortal enemy with me. Master, please let me out. I will fight him to the death." The ancestor of the troll responded with a big laugh. "You want to kill him? It's not too late to wait. But how did Wang Lin treat you back then, and actually made you so resentful?" Su Ligua gritted his teeth and said, "The guy who received 1,000 knives forced me to work hard all day, and from time to time he pulled me out and beat and scolded me. The most important thing is that he doesn't give me any benefit. It's like the master. You often give me spirit stones to absorb, and you will reward me with some female monks for being happy, especially the little fairy girl. It's really unforgettable." The ancestor of the troll couldn't help but sneer when he heard this. He thought that such a sword's soul full of human greed was easy to control. As long as he was given enough spirit stones and female monks, he would definitely not choose to mutiny. In fact, although Su Ligua's face was flattering, he was secretly scolding the ancestor of the troll in his heart, hoping that Wang Lin would appear quickly. At the same time, seeing that the ancestor of the troll had not appeared for a long time, Wang Lin began to explore his mind and swept the entire troll clan, and soon set his sights on the extreme north. Wang Lin noticed that Su Ligua was in that direction, and then a few teleports came to the north of the troll clan. He continued to explore his mind, scanned his surroundings, and immediately found that this place was a bit strange. There is an imperceptible barrier thousands of feet deep underground, which can block the exploration of divine consciousness. Wang Lin knew that this was the hiding place of the ancestor of the troll, and he slammed his fist violently to the ground. With a loud bang, countless cracks appeared on the earth and quickly extended downwards. This punch directly caused the troll plane to form a bottomless pit. Soon a cyan figure jumped out of the pit quickly and shouted at Wang Lin, "Zheng Yo, I didn't want to kill you so quickly. Now that you have found this place, leave your life behind." Then the two of them bombarded each other with fists at the same time, and countless wind, sand, and gravel flew around like whirlpools. The bones of the ancestor of the troll's right fist cracked, showing a look of extreme shock. He didn't understand what exercises Wang Lin had practiced, and he was able to compete with his own troll body. However, there was also a tingling in Wang Lin's right fist. He knew that the body of the ancestor of the troll had not fully recovered, so he was only weaker than the ancient god of Samsung. After returning to his peak, he was afraid that it would be almost the same as the body of the ancient god of Samsung. The next moment, the ancestor of the troll roared. His body turned into a giant of more than 10 feet, and a golden light spread out of his body. The scene was extremely terrifying. With the body of the ancestor of the troll flickering, the sky sounded with a cracking roar, and countless cracks appeared in the surrounding void. I saw him swing a punch, driving the endless holy light. This was the full blow of the infant monk. In fact, the ancestor of the troll is also quite helpless. Once he uses this body to make a full blow, then this body that has not yet been fully adapted will not be able to be used again, and he must find a new body. Facing the punch of the ancestor of the troll, Wang Lin also felt a powerful crisis, but he was not afraid at all. At the center of the eyebrows, 3 star dots turned rapidly, and the shadow of the ancient god appeared behind them. Wang Lin waved his fist, driving the phantom and the ancestor of the troll to collide. There was another loud bang, and the ancestor of the troll turned pale and coughed up blood. But he immediately sacrificed his immortal sword and slashed at Wang Lin, and shouted, "An ignorant junior, suffer death." As soon as these words came out, the immortal sword had a strong swordsmanship, as if it had opened the world, and its power was terrifying. Su Ligua on the immortal sword scolded angrily. "Wang Lin, Lao Tzu is here to avenge you." Upon seeing this, the ancestor of the troll showed a look of pride and continued to yell, "And look at the old man using your magic weapon to kill you." Wang Lin shook his head and stretched out his hand to draw a fairy sword in the void. The fairy sword suddenly turned around, and it directly changed direction and fell on the body of the ancestor of the troll. The ancestor of the troll's face suddenly changed. Facing Su Ligua, who had suddenly mutinied, he couldn't avoid it at all. He could only quickly move his body by half, but his left arm was split off. The ancestor of the troll quickly retreated and roared angrily, "Damn Su Ligua, the old man will definitely refine your soul and seal it in the land of Yanghua for life and refining." At this moment, Su Ligua laughed and ridiculed. "Grandson, no matter how good you are, you can't match the wit of your grandfather, Su. What's more, Lao Tzu is loyal. How can he make you surrender easily?" Immediately afterwards, Su Ligua turned to Wang Lin again, showing a pleasing look, and said, "Master, how about it? Is it my merit this time?" Wang Lin responded with a smile when he heard the words. "I have made great achievements. When I kill this person, I will take you to the extraterritorial battlefield and let you devour your wandering soul to increase your soul power." Su Ligua was immediately happy. In fact, he has been shaken many times in the past 2 years. After all, the ancestor of the troll treated him very well. But thinking of Wang Lin's fierce methods, he felt a burst of fear, and his shaken heart was taken back. And Su Ligua followed Wang Lin all the way. He witnessed the tragic deaths of all the guys who provoked Wang Lin, so he guessed that the ancestor of the troll would not escape this fate. If he stood on the wrong team, there would be a catastrophe in the future. However, thinking of the favor that the ancestor of the troll had given him in the past 2 years, Su Ligua was a little sad again. He sighed secretly. If Wang Lin can come a few years later, he'll be able to be happy for a while. Especially the little fairy girl made him very restless in his heart. And this is part of the reason why Su Ligua chose to mutiny. The so-called fairy little sister is a magical soul named Feng Wan. When he was happy with this FA soul, he personally promised the other party to save him from the troll ancestor. Thinking of this, Su Ligua said to Wang Lin again, "Master, the old troll has a method, and a soul is sealed there. After you kill this old man, you will save that soul." Wang Lin nodded, picked up the fairy sword, and chased after the ancestor of the troll. And the ancestor of the troll who escaped in front of him kept roaring. Most of this anger came from Su Ligua. He thought that he had been good to Su Ligua in the past 2 years, and even took out his sealed Feng Wan soul. But he didn't expect Su Ligua to choose to mutiny. This Feng Wan soul originated from a soul, treasure that the ancestor of the troll accidentally obtained. The soul of Feng Wan can be described as 1,000 beauties, and the temptation exuded from his body is extremely strong. Even the determination of the ancestor of the troll was almost lost. Fortunately, the soul of Feng Wan was broken, allowing him to escape the catastrophe of losing himself. Since then, the ancestor of the troll has been very jealous of this soul treasure. However, after obtaining the immortal sword, He successfully used the soul of Feng Wan to fascinate Su Ligua to the point where he was head over heels. At this moment, the ancestor of the trolls, under the pursuit of Wang Lin, came to the extreme east of the trolls. Then he sacrificed a black wooden stick in his hand and shouted, "The 67th generation of the troll clan. I have come to take out the relics of my ancestors to help me survive the catastrophe of the troll clan." As soon as the voice fell, a huge mountain in the extreme east cracked, and a huge axe with flashing red light slowly rose. When the ancestor of the troll grabbed the axe, his whole body was filled with an unprecedented huge aura. Then the ancestor of the troll rushed towards Wang Lin at an extremely fast speed, followed by the axe, and fell suddenly. Wang Lin waved his immortal sword to contend with it. And between the collision of the axe and sword, the voice of Dong, Che, Jiuxiao came. However, the power of the giant axe was terrifying, and Wang Lin coughed up blood when he was shocked and retreated hundreds of feet away. Immediately afterwards, the cold light in Wang Lin's eyes flickered, and he formed a seal with his hands to sacrifice 1,000,000,000 soul streamers. The moment this soul streamer appeared, countless lonely souls and wild ghosts rushed out one after another, and the entire sky became dim. The ancestor of the troll showed a trace of horror and fear when he saw this. He had already recognized the origin of this streamer, but he didn't dare to fully believe that the treasure of the soul refining sect would appear in Wang Lin's hands. If he had known this a long time ago, he would definitely not fight Wang Lin, and it would be the best choice to escape directly. However, at this moment, he has no retreat, and he can only fight to the death to have hope of surviving. Then the ancestor of the troll waved his giant axe again and rushed towards Wang Lin violently. And there was a red lightning flash in the sky, which once again raised the combat power of the ancestor of the troll to a new level. Wang Lin stared at the red figure of the ancestor of the troll, pointed with his right hand, and scolded, "The soul streamer devours." I saw the 12-sided purple gold main streamers suddenly appear, like 12 infant monks, each holding the Dharma seal in their hands, and exerting magical powers to meet them. Although the ancestor of the troll was holding the ancestor's tomahawk, he could not exert all his power based on his cultivation base. Naturally, it was difficult to resist the crazy counterattack of the 12 infant souls. Immediately afterwards, the ancestor of the troll stared at Wang Lin viciously and shouted, "Talent's supernatural powers." The reason why he did not directly use his natural supernatural powers is because this supernatural power is extremely harmful to the body that is not fully integrated, and it will even cause the primordial god to collapse, which is no different from suicide. But after the ancestor of the troll realized the horror of 1,000,000,000 soul streamers, he was ready to die with Wang Lin. Then a huge whirlpool appeared in the air, and the powerful suction force was about to pull Wang Lin in. The ancestor of the troll roared, "Wang Lin, the old man, is struggling to collapse, and he will also trap you in the starry sky." However, countless souls have already penetrated into the body of the ancestor of the troll and are frantically devouring his flesh and blood and primordial spirits. Wang Lin's expression was indifferent, and when he was sucked by the whirlpool, he whispered, "Swallow." As soon as these words came out, the speed of devouring those souls immediately accelerated, and the ancestor of the troll suddenly let out a terrifying scream. Soon his primordial spirit completely dissipated, and a generation of troll ancestors were wiped out. However, facing the talent and supernatural powers of the ancestor of the troll, Wang Lin was still teleported to an area outside Suzuku's star. Fortunately, he had already prepared a response based on the Yujian left by the sky, and he could return to Suzaku's star at any time. But Wang Lin also considered that the successive beheadings of Li Yuanfeng and the ancestor of the troll would definitely cause an uproar.